With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. That's complete to Ward. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, caught here by Ward. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now 2nd and 5. Again, it's Roethlisberger. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. 4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback, the receivers, you name it. Everyone locked in, everyone doing their job. I'd continue to go in that direction because right now they got the defense back on their heels.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 10-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Short throw complete to Gronkowski. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Well, Charles, look, this is probably a harbinger of things to come. He's got such trust in his tight end, and they're on back-to-back plays. We're seeing that on display.
And when they have that kind of trust, they're not as worried about what the coverage is because they feel like they know each other so well. They'll make the subtle move downfield, and the ball will end up in the right spot. And by the way, partner, what's harbinger mean? Help me out.
Well, you're the one that taught me that a few years ago, so I'll have to lean on you for that. I'm just hoping it fit into the sentence correctly.
I must have got it from my word of the day calendar on my desk.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw again is Roethlisberger.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down.
Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Ben to throw again.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
They tried to work the tight end down the middle of the field, but a nice recognition by the defense, unable to get that one completed.
And they know the scouting report. They like to go to him down near the goal line and defensively able to prevent it. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Roethlisberger. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Roethlisberger. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Now 2nd and 3. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Some might say that he's got to look that in and absorb the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to. And he was unable to on that attempt.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Tried to create a little bit of that hocus pocus with some magic, but the defense, not impressed at all. They don't lose contain on this very dangerous runner, and they get a big stop.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. That one a first down pickup of 8. Roethlisberger. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, coming into the game, the defense knew they had to provide an excellent pass rush, but not provide any gaps because he's really strong with his legs. How about that confidence booster there on the first defensive drive of the game? They know they can get to him now.
A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Roethlisberger. Hard throw, incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got the hook up to Miller.
He's got room to roam.
Touchdown! A great play there. 35 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Manziel.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Here's Manziel. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Micah Parsons
drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They get 25 yards out of that one, and that'll be good for a Baltimore first.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Manziel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Roethlisberger. And Davis has it over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, as the first half is winding down. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run. Give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that.